SUGEE people! My name is Pristy Tanya and welcome back to SUGEE Podcast. In this podcast series, we will listen to interesting or unique stories, tips and tricks to survive in Japan, life hacks, and other useful information directly from the foreigners who live in Japan. Today, on our show, we will talk about working in Japan 101. I am sure some of you SUGEE people have interest or even dream to work in Japan. As you know, the third biggest economy in the world is Japan, and Japan also famous for its science and technology advanced development. So, what are you waiting for? Let's check it out.
Welcome back to SUGEE Podcast.
Okay, SUGEE people, so you know that you want to work in Japan. So what should you do first? First, you should determine what kind of job you want to do. You should ask why to yourself. SUGEE people, this is really important. Before going to Japan, you should make your intention clear. So ask yourself, why do you want to work in Japan? Why Japan? There are so many other countries, but why Japan? Then, write down your expectation, your goals, and find out the working culture and business etiquette in Japan. Determine whether it suits your personality or not. Make clear everything and draft your plan using SMART goals methods. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. And then, assess your skill. Is it compatible with your goal? Is it your skill already met the requirement that needed to work in Japan? And then you should check your Japanese level. Japanese has a really low English fluency level. Not so many Japanese fluent in English, and some jobs require you to have at least N2 or N1 level of Japanese skills. But no worries, some jobs like English teachers, software engineers, or some other profession doesn't require you to speak Japanese at all. And then, what should you do? Second is, prepare to get the job. You should prepare your resume in Japanese and English. Write it carefully. And then, you should also prepare the cover letter if needed. Then you should polish your online presence because SUGEE people, this is also really important. In this age, in this informational age, the online presence is really important. LinkedIn, for example, is a powerful platform to get job. So make sure your profile get polished. And then the third step, SUGEE people, is applying for the job. You can find the job opening, whether it's online or attending job fair, or even apply to the recruitment agency like Recruito Japan or BizReach or something. And even you can visit the Hello Work, the platform that provided by the Japanese government to get the job. And even you can attend the networking or forum or something. And then you should read the job description carefully and assess it whether it suits you or not. And then you should read the requirements and then make sure you meet the requirements, and if your skills is meet the requirements, you can apply for the job. And don't forget to follow up by checking your email. And then fourth, what should you do after that? Okay, you already prepare, you already search, and you already find a suitable job. You also already applied for it. And then what should you do? You should prepare for the interview. So, SUGEE people, Japanese has really strong business etiquette that are some rules, and there are some rules that apply for you when you attend the interview. Don't worry, we will talk about this later in another episode. But these are the general rules you must follow. First is, don't be late. Second, dress properly. And then third, learn Japanese etiquette beforehand. You should learn on how to exchange your name card, how to enter the room, how to bow to the interviewer and how to greet the interviewer, something like that. Because the Japanese society is really value the politeness and ethics and manners. So you should learn about that. Okay, you already get accepted. Yay, you already received the notification on your email that told you that you already accepted on that company. Now what? Okay, then you should just follow the instruction from your senpai and participate actively in the OJT if your company provides the OJT. And you should get accustomed to the working environment and you should be okay after that. Don't worry, everyone can get adapted easily. So, SUGEE people, the conclusion for today's podcast will be: first, determine what kind of job you want to do. Second, prepare to get a job. And third, apply for the job. And fourth, prepare for the interview. And fifth, congrats, you are accepted and you should follow your senpai instruction. And welcome to Japan. Welcome to the working environment in Japan. Well, that's all for today's episode of SUGEE Podcast about working in Japan 101. Thank you for listening. Join us again next week because we will have another useful infos, tips and tricks, life hacks related to living in Japan as a foreigner. And make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, or YouTube so you never miss an episode. Plus, if you are interested in what we do, you can stop by our website at sugee.gp, SUGEE.gp. Thank you and see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!
Thank you for listening to SUGEE Podcast. Subscribe our channel and turn on notifications. We provide services for businessmen and professionals who work in Kansai. Arigatou gozaimasu.